So today we discuss your lowest cost entry method, or this is also called matrix minima method. This is used to find out the initial basic feasible solution for transportation problem. So in this method, we determine the lowest value in the complete transportation table first. I parallelly apply this on your one example and allocate your xij, which is equal to the minimum value of ai and bj. Ai is your availability here and bj is your requirement. For example, in your this example, we have three factory f1, f2, f3 and four warehouse w1, w2, w3 and w4. We needed to complete the requirement of these four warehouse, which is 5, 8, 7, 14 respectively. If we add all these three, these are 34 from both sides. You may add 7, 9 and 18, that is also 34, and you like add like this, which is also 34. That means this problem is balanced problem. So we can apply your initial basic methods to find out the initial basic feasible solutions if problem is balanced one. So now we have these are the requirements here, and these are the availability with factories 7, 9, 18 respectively, f1, f2 and f3 factory. So this method says that, as in your step 1, find out these are the costs respectively. We know that the from factory f1 to w1, if we send the product, so your cost per unit is your 19. Similarly, factory f1 to w2 warehouse is 30, 50 and 10 respectively. So this least cost entry method says find out the minimum value in this complete table, minimum cost. So if you see here, minimum cost is your 8. Now you choose xij, which is minimum of your xi. Xi means your availability corresponding to this 8, this ij location, and your requirement. So if you see here, the minimum value corresponding that to availability and your requirement, that which is your 8 and 18 is your 8. We allocate here. So we allocate xij is equal to 8. So we allocate here 8 units. So if we allocate 8 units, which is equal to b, this is b. So we may see if we complete the requirement of this warehouse. So we cross this warehouse as its requirement is complete. Parallelly, we decrease the value of this factory because it already sent 8 units to warehouse W2. So we are left with here 10 more units. Now, if we remove this second column from this table, now we have the remaining 3 columns. So just check the algorithm. So algorithm say first you choose xij, we've already done in this example, minimum ai and bj. In our problem it is 8. So if it is equal to xij is equal to ai, that is availability, so we delete the or cross the ith row and decrease the bj, that is your requirement, with your ai, and or that go to step 3. If xij is equal to bj, then cross out the jth column of the table that we have done in here our example, second column, because the xij which equal to 8, which is bj. So we delete or cross your second column in our example, and the decrease the value which is 18, that is ai, by your 8, that is bj, then go to the third step. If both are equal, xij equal to both ai and bj, then cross the both I and jth column, right? Then cross the I or jth, you can choose any one of them, not both of them, right? Now go to the step 3. Step 3 is just saying the repeat the step 1 and 2, and similarly you can complete all availability and requirements. So now we can apply in your problem. So this second warehouse requirement is fulfilled. Now delete the second column and check the minimum value in remaining your table. So in remaining table, minimum value is your this 10, I think, right? So corresponding to this 10, we have the availability is your 7 unit and requirement is 14 and minimum value is 7. So we allocate here 7 unit. So we allocate here 7 units. So if we allocate 7 units, so availability of this factory is fulfilled. Now he has no more unit available. So parallelly, here we decrease the requirement of this from 14 to 7 by subtracting this 7 from your requirement. Now this is 0, so we just cross this first row also. Now we are left with your these two entry. So we choose the minimum value from the remainings. So if you choose the minimum value, that is from this 70 40 40 70 60 20, the 20 is minimum. So we select this 20. Now corresponding value requirement is 7, availability is here 10. So we choose the minimum, we allocate here 7 units. So we allocate here 7 units. So this become your 0 and this become your 3. So now we cross your fourth also. Now we are left with your only first and third column with your second and third row. So 70 40 40 70. So now minimum value is 40 at two places. So arbitrary, it's your choice, you can choose any of these values, that no problem. You may choose your this 40 at location 3 2, you may choose the 40 at location 3 1, it's your choice, no problem. So I'm choosing this 40. Allocate here the minimum value out of this 5 and this 3. So 3 is minimum. See, so I'm allocate this 3 here, so that factory availability is complete. And here we have require 2 more unit. So we have only one, this location is balanced in this particular column. So this can be fulfilled by using this cost 70 at by this location, at this location 2 1 only. So we write here because only one location is available now. So we provide 2 unit, 2 warehouse first from the factory second. So I am writing here 2. So if I am writing here 2, its requirement is fulfilled and availability at factory is your 7 more units. So now this is also available corresponding to your factory. If you check second row, we already crossed your second column, fourth column, first we already fulfilled. So we are left with third column only. So that's why, as we have only these points, with these two are available, so we choose this from the factory F2. As 7 is available here and requirement is also 7, so we write here 7. So this becomes 0, this becomes 0. So all requirements are now fulfilled, right? So we allocate your X14 as your 7 units. Just check the matrix. 21 as your 2 units and 23 as your 7 units, and your X31 as 3 units, X32 at your 8 unit, Also your x34 at your 7 8. This is we noted from your table only, right? So this is 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So we have the 7 allocation. So now you can check here, we have the 3 row, 4 column, and if we subtract this by -1, which is 6. So if allocation is, maximum allocation is 6, which is our in our solutions. So this is your basic solution. So you just corresponding multiply these solutions by corresponding cost, like 70 we multiply with your 10, 7 multiply with 10, x21 that is 2 with the corresponding cost 70, 40 with your 7, 40 with your 3, 8 with your 8, 20 with your 7, we get the initial cost, right? So we may just go through again in this example. First of all, you can check here, we have the 8 unit here, 8 unit here. So we choose the minimum value, which is 8 here. So we allocate the minimum, which is out of 8 and 10. So we cross this, we allocate here 8, and this we left with your 2 for the next table, and we delete this column or cross this column. We are left with this. Now we have your this completely fulfilled, and here we have the 7 unit to require. We have the 7 here. The minimum value except this first one is your 10 now. So corresponding to this, we have the 7 unit availability. Requirement is also 7. Sorry, our requirement is your 14 here, right? So we may do this step in this table. So if you see here, the minimum, next minimum value is your 10. So we allocate 7 here. So this becomes 0. This becomes 7. So we delete now, cross your first row. So now coming to next, we left with this table, right? This we already fulfilled the requirement. Now in the remaining table, you choose the minimum value is 20. So we check here, 7 is requirement, 10 is availability, we require here 7. So this becomes 0, this become in 3. So we cross this also. Now go to the next table. You can do all these calculation in the separate table, you can do all these calculation in the single table. Now here we choose the next minimum is 40. Here we have the 5, here we have the 3, we choose the minimum value is 3. Sorry. This becomes 0, this becomes 2. Now as we have the only one more value is available in this first column, so we allocate 2 units to this. So this becomes 0, and corresponding value this become your 7. And if you see here, the corresponding to this we have the 40 only. So we allocate remaining unit to this, as requirement availability is 7 and requirement is also 7. So we write here 7. Just fulfill all these commands. You may do in a coming table, you may do in the same table, doesn't matter. So right, so here we allocate 2, this becomes 7. We already done in the single table, right? So now we are allocate 7 here. So we get these as your solution, or you say allocations. So these are the values corresponding initial basic solution. We multiply these variables with corresponding cost. Just multiply with corresponding cost. We get the initial cost, which is here 8,014 only, right? So hope so. This is a simple method. So you can try a few more questions on this method, like this one. You can try your own, please, right? So I can go for the coming next method. This is little bit important method, little bit. So it is a Vogel approximation. It is also known as a unit cost penalty method. So we can go with the question first, then we discuss what is your penalty and all, right? So it is easy to understand through the example. Instead, go through with the algorithm. So first we check the example and then we go for the algorithms. So first thing it says in your first algorithm, first step I'm reading, for each row of the table, identify the smallest and next smallest cost. So you identify in each row and similarly in each column also, and take the difference between them in each row. This is called the penalty. But then aside by enclosing them in a parenthesis against each row, write down against the each row, and similarly compute for the column also. So what is penalty? We need to check here. So I'm right here penalty. So you calculate penalty here also, row wise and column wise also. So I'm writing only P for the penalty. So the minimum value in first row is your 10 and next minimum value is your 30. Just take the difference between these two. So difference between 30 and 10 is your 20, which is your 20. So next row it is 30 and 40. So difference is your 10 here. In next it is 8 and 20. So difference is your 12. So similarly calculate the penalty your column wise. So in first column it is your 19 and 40, minimum two values. Difference is 40 minus 19 is your 21. Similarly in this your 8 and 30, difference is your 22. So this is first step in algorithm. So that 40 and 50 difference is 10. Next column it is 10 and 20. So difference is here 10 again. So after choosing this step, you go to step 2, and step 2 says that identify the row or column having the largest penalty. So in our example, largest penalty is 22. So I'm just choosing that largest penalty. So first you choose the largest penalty, and after that it says if it is tie, by chance it is tie here, then you can choose arbitrary, randomly you can choose any row, any column with your maximum penalty. So if we have the same value in two penalty which is maximum, so you choose any one of them, it's your choice. Let the largest penalty is a ith row, the corresponding cost C minimum cost. So first you choose the largest penalty, which is your 22 in our example, in second column. Now choose the minimum cost. So minimum cost in our example is in second column, which is 8. You need to choose in the second column only because you choose the penalty of the second column only, right? Now you choose this cost. So now as in earlier, check the minimum out of your requirement.
सर एक डाउट है
And 18, yes please.
सर, जैसे हमने 22 चूज किया तो जो मिनिमम कॉस्ट है उसी में चूज करना है क्या 8 या फिर और भी
सबसे
अगर
पहले first of all we choose, or first of all Shivam, mute yourself please. First of all we choose the maximum penalty, which is 22.
हाँ जी
After that you select this column which having this maximum penalty. It may be either in row, it may be either in column. In our example it is second column.
तो सर
So choose the minimum penalty from the second column only. Minimum
ओके
cost.
सर
Choose the
ओके सर
maximum penalty and corresponding minimum cost. Okay. So
ओके
minimum
ओके
cost in second column is 8. Okay.
ओके ओके
Kindly mute yourself. So
Sir,
in
I
our,
have a doubt.
yeah please.
सर फर्स्ट वाली रो में हमने दो लोवेस्ट चूज करने हैं ना, फर्स्ट वाली रो में।
First thing, in each row you can choose two minimum value and subtract them.
तो सर 19 और 10 है ना, आपने 30
Okay,
और 10 कैसे ले रखा?
sorry. It is 19 and 10, so it is 9 only. Sorry for that. It is 19 and 10, and it is 9 only. Sorry for that. Sorry.
It's okay,
So
sir.
it is
I have a doubt.
19 minus 10. Okay now? In second row, 30 minus
sir.
40 is
Yes.
10. Yeah, it's okay. 20 minus 8 is 12. Okay. 40 minus 19. You choose two minimum value in each row and each column and subtract them. That subtraction
Okay,
value,
sir.
subtraction difference is called your penalty. Right? After that, in
Okay,
second
thank
step, you choose the largest penalty out of all these. In our example, it is 22. So you choose the second column, which having this largest penalty. Now corresponding column, you can choose the minimum cost, and that minimum cost is your 8 here. So as earlier, you require to fulfill the requirement as per as availability. So you check the requirement is 8 unit, availability is your 18. So minimum of 8 and 18 is your 8. So we allocate 8 at this location. So this become now 0. And here this become your 10. Hope so it's okay. Now this requirement is fulfilled. So we cross your second column. So we cross your second column. Then you can repeat the step 1 and 2. And third step says compute row and column penalty again to reduce the table and go to step again and so on. So as this second column, second warehouse requirement is fulfilled, we have now left with 3 rows, 3 columns. Now again calculate your penalty. So up to here we have done. So now again calculate your penalty from the remaining once you delete your second column. So now minimum value is your 10, next minimum is 19, so its difference is 9 again. So 40 and 60, so difference is should be 20 here. Right, so here it is your 20. So just a minute please. So yeah, here it calculates the penalty. So we calculate the penalty again. So after this your penalty is your 20, and next minimum is 20 and 40, your penalty is your 20. This difference is your penalty difference is your 21. This we already cross. This is your 50 minus 40 is your 10. This is your 20 minus 10 is your again 10. Now after calculating this penalty, you can choose the maximum penalty, which is 21 in our table. So corresponding minimum cost from your this first column is your 19. We choose this one 19. Now corresponding requirement is 5 and availability is 7. The minimum value is 5, so we write here 5 only. So this requirement is fulfilled, and we are left with availability 2 now. Now again you get this table now, this one. Now we go little down. As this requirement is fulfilled, we also cross here this first column. So now we have left with your 3 column only. Now again we calculate the penalty here. So penalty 50 minus 10 is your 40. We calculate the penalty here. 40 or 60 difference is 20. 70 minus 20 is 50. So here we already crossed these two. So penalty here is your 10. Here is 10. Now we get the below table. So before that, you can choose here the maximum penalty, which is 50, and minimum value corresponding to your third row is your 20. So we have availability is your 10 unit and requirement is also 10 units. So we allocate here 10 units so that availability becomes 0. Requirement is not this 10, requirement is 14. Sorry, 14 and 10. So this minimum value is 10. So we write here 10. Here we write, after giving the 10 units requirement, 4 unit is more required by this. So again go for the next table. Now we are left with this one only. Now again calculate your penalty for this. The penalty for these is difference between 2, that is 40. Difference between these two is your 20. And this we already cross. So here difference is 10. And here 60 minus 10 difference is your 50. So now choose the maximum value, which is 50 here, and minimum cost here is 10. So you check here, the requirement is 4 unit, availability is 2 units. So we give here 2 more unit. So this become availability is complete, that is availability of factory is now 0 and requirement of warehouse is 2 more. Now we have only one location is available, so we may give these 2 unit, we take 2 unit from the second factory only. So we write here 2 and this become your 0 requirement now, and availability we can write here is 7 in your second factory. Now we have now here only one element available in second row. So if we see here, availability is 7 and requirement is also 7. So we give or allocate here 7 units so that this become 0. This also become 0. So now your final table is this one: 5, 8, 7, 2, 2, 10. So we have, these are the allocation. Here at 1, 1 location it is 5, 1, 4 it is 2, 2, 3, 7, 2, 4 location it is 2, 3, 2 location it is 8, and 3, 4 location is 10. Just multiply your corresponding cost, you get the total cost, that is initial cost, you may say. Right? Keep in mind, if you see here the same problem, your least cost method give you a result 814, but here this result you got from the least cost method, here you result 779. So your cost is minimized, right? So obviously you prefer your Vogel method. Vogel method give you a better approximation. I'm just repeating this again just for your better understanding. Just go through the same example in single table only, right? So in single table you can just make the boxes little large in size. So if you see in your first row we have the 19 and 10 to minimum value, difference 19 minus 10 is 9. In second row it is 30 and 40, so difference is 10. Here it is 8 and 20, difference is 12. Column wise it is 19 and 40, difference is 21. 30 and 8, difference is 22. 50 and 40, difference is 10. And 20 and 10, difference is your 10. So take the 2 minimum value in each row and each column, you calculate the penalty. And then you choose the maximum penalty, which is your 22 in our example. So we select your second warehouse. Now choose the minimum cost in selected column, which is your 8 unit here. Now you check the cost, requirement here is 8 unit, availability in corresponding factory is 18. So you 8 and 18, minimum is your 8. So we give 8 unit to this location. Now the requirement is fulfilled. It is 0 now. Its availability and third factory is your now 10 units. Now we delete or cross this particular warehouse whose requirement is fulfilled. Now in the remaining table, that is 3 row and 3 column only, we again calculate the penalty. So from first row we have 19 minus 10. So again penalty is your 9. Here it is 40 is least value and next least is your 60. So 60 minus 40 is your 20. Now here it is 40 and 20, then difference is here again 20. So column wise here you could take difference is your 21. Now again you already remove your second column. So here it is 50 minus 40 is your 10. This is also 10. Now you choose the maximum penalty here, which is your 21. So now minimum cost in your first column is your 19. So we select 19 and minimum value requirement is 5 and availability is 7. So minimum of these two is your 5. We allocate here 5. So this become requirement fulfilled is 0 now. Now availability in first factory is now 2. So again we remove this one, this one first column. Again now we are left with your 3 row and 2 column only. These 2 column is left only. Again calculate the penalty in first. 50 minus 10 is your 40. So you can do in a one table only. 60 minus 40 is 20. 70 minus 20 is 50. And here it is again 10 and 10. And first 2 column already deleted, removed, crossed, whatever you say. Now maximum value is your 50. Now we select the third row. So minimum value in third row we have 70 or 20 and minimum is your 20. So we can choose the corresponding requirement is 14, availability is 10. We choose the minimum of these two, which is your 10. So we allocate here 10 units. So this becomes 0, this becomes 4. Now this factory availability is over now. He already gave everything from this factory. Now he has 0 available items. So again we left with your only this, I think this range 2 by 2 matrix only, right? So now you can take the difference. 50 minus 10 is your 40. 60 minus 40 is your 20. This we cross already. So here it is 50 minus 40 is your 10 and 60 minus 40 is your 50. So maximum penalty is your this 50. Now minimum value in out of this 10 and 60 is your 10. So we check here, the requirement is 4, availability is 2, minimum is 2. So we write here 2. This become 0. This become 2. Now we have only one location is available in this fourth column. So corresponding to this requirement is 2 and availability is your 9. So we write minimum value which is 2 here. So this become your 0. This becomes 7. So corresponding row we have also left with your this cost only. So we can check here the corresponding requirement is 7, corresponding availability is 7. So we write 7 here. So we write 7 here. So now your all requirement and availability become 0. So this is a complete allocation we have done. So it is 5 here, 7 at 1 4 location, 2 3 it is 7, 2 4 it is 2, 3 2 location it is 8, and 3 4 location it is 10. So you get your required location. You may count these. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 6. So as far as basic solution, it must be maximum 6 because number of row plus number of column minus 1 is 6 in this example. So these are these are your this is your allocation, and you multiply with your corresponding cost, you get the so this is minimum transportation cost by Vogel method. So okay, I am stopping my this lecture here.